Today we'll be talking about attachment in toddlers, ages 1 to 2. This is a really important stage because attachment begins to strongly shape a child's mind and emotional, social development. I'll be covering some milestones, attachment concerns, strategies adult can use to support healthy attachment as well. What is attachment in toddlers? Attachment is the emotional bond between a child and their caregiver. In toddlers, this bond is very visible through things like their behaviors, their actions. When attachment is secure, children feel safe, and that allows them to explore and learn freely. This early relationship sets the foundation for future relationships and their emotional health. Some attachment milestones for ages 1 to 2. Around this age, toddlers start to show strong performance for their main caregiver. They use that caregiver as a secure base, meaning that they just feel safe exploring, but return there for comfort. You also notice that they become more independent, but they still rely on that connection, familiar connection. Separation anxiety is also very common at this stage. Some more social emotional milestones. Toddlers may show stronger anxiety, meaning they're just more cautious around unfamiliar people. At this age, they begin developing early empathy, like noticing when someone's upset through movies, real life, whatever it is. They actively seek comfort from caregivers when they are distressed. And play also becomes more social, like imitation and simple interaction games. My first attachment disorder is reactive attachment disorder, also known as RAD. This happens when a child does not form a healthy attachment to caregivers. These children may experience emotionally withdrawn or just disconnected. For example, a toddler might not go to their caregiver when hurt or upset. This is concerning because it just shows a lack of trust and emotional connection from the child. The second attachment disorder focused on was disinhibited social engagement disorder, also known as DSED. This disorder is almost the opposite of RAD. Instead of being withdrawn, a child is overly friendly with strangers. This toddler might go up to unfamiliar adults in public without hesitation. They may not check back with their caregiver, which can be unsafe and shows lack of selective attachment. Signs of insecure attachment. Some signs of insecure attachment include avoiding the caregiver or just not seeking comfort. Other children may become extremely clingy or anxious. They might also have difficulty calming down when they're upset. Limited eye contact or emotional distress can also be a sign. And there's just these behaviors show that the child may not feel fully secure in those relationships. Parent strategies. One important strategy is responsive caregiving, which basically just means responding quickly and consistently to your child's needs. This helps build trust and just shows that the child that they are cared and just safe. Now, strategies creating consistent routines like regular meal and bedtime schedules. Predictability does help a toddler feel secure and reduce stress. Teacher strategies. Teachers can support attachment by creating a safe and nurturing classroom environment. This would be a daycare setting and not a public school, obviously. But just includes being warm, consistent, predictable, sticking to a schedule. Building strong relationships is also key. Spending that one-on-one time and acknowledging their emotions. And when a child feels safe with their caregivers, they're more likely to engage and learn. Why secure attachment matters. Secure attachment helps children learn how to regulate their emotions. It also encourages them to be independent because they can feel safe exploring. It also supports forming positive relationships later in life. Overall, I think it just plays a major role in a child's development and their overall well being. References. These are the sources I used for the information on my presentation. They include research on attachment theory, child development, early childhood practices,